So, Ivana, the
Hey, Jay.
QuestionPro app, we're pretty excited about it.
I know I'll tell you what. I think I'm not going to say the greatest invention since sliced bread, but anytime you can put some peanut butter and jelly together, it is a good thing. And that's what you guys did with this. You took kind of two apps and made them one, which was kind of like the duh thing to do, right? So let me tell everybody what we're talking about here, right?
Awesome.
If you have the SurveyPocket app, the SurveyPocket app is this amazing app that you use, and you can take your surveys with you. You don't need an internet connection. It's awesome for trade shows, awesome for when you're on the move. It's a SurveyPocket app. It just syncs with your QuestionPro account, and you can get survey responses. What are those called when you're intercept surveys, right? When you're like at the mall or whatever. I've taken a few of them at the airport recently. And so that's what the SurveyPocket app is. Really great for that. And of course, the QuestionPro app is really great for looking at your data. I like to use that app to make myself look really smart in meetings. Right? You're at the meeting. If you have it on your iPad, you have it on your iPhone, and people start saying, I think our customers want, blah, blah, blah. You go, hold on a minute. You whip out your app, and you show them the charts and graphs. And so what QuestionPro has done is taken these two, put them together in one QuestionPro app that we're going to show you today. Right, James?
That's right. Yep. We decided it was much easier, better user experience just to have them all in one place. So we're going to give you a quick walkthrough because we want to make sure that since it's brand new that everybody knows how to get around inside the app and find both modes, the offline survey mode, which is the version of SurveyPocket where you can actually take an app, or excuse me, take a survey, and the online survey mode, or the online mode, which is the data dashboard mobile reporting engine. So even if you could share your screen, and we will take a look at your iPad.
Okay, so let me go back to the beginning. There you go, guys. So this is my iPad, and I'm going to open up my QuestionPro app. If you don't have your QuestionPro app, download it from the App Store.
Or Android. You can also download it from Google Play if you're on an Android device.
There you go. Thank you. I was just about to say that.
Yep.
And so I happen to have an iPad, and so I got mine from the App Store. The other thing you're going to want to do, you guys, is you want to make sure that you're logged into your QuestionPro account. Click over to the Apps tab and grab your device key.
So you're referring to being on the desktop or laptop computer, a stationary browser, logged into your QuestionPro account. Okay.
There is a short, simple device key. It says device key on there, and it's got some random letters and numbers.
Yeah, I think it's about six digits long or something like that.
That's exactly right. And that's what you're going to enter here to connect your device. And so this right here, James, what we're looking at here is the, I believe, online QuestionPro app as you know it, that's just the data.
Okay, so this is your mobile reporting dashboard.
Correct. So, for example, I just happened to click on my DIY marketers and see it's your regular QuestionPro app that you know, and that you know and love, right? So you can do all those wonderful things to it, right?
So this is kind of your reporting. This is sort of your real-time summary with some additional functionality where you can use touch gesture technology to go in and manipulate the data, and you can filter and compile and decompile and sort of get in here and play with this data.
Correct. Astound and amaze your boss and your friends and your clients with all its most awesome features, right? So that's what this section is, right? So actually, I probably should have gone. Now we're going to switch over to the SurveyPocket, the offline app, correct?
Yep, let's do it. So
Okay.
we're going to go into the three little lines at the top is the menu. So you click that menu as she did, and that will reveal the settings. And you can click Settings, and then there is a Mode option here where it says Change Service Mode. And right now she's in the online reporting mode. So if she clicks offline module, or excuse me, offline mode, that will take us to what used to be we would use SurveyPocket for. Now she's actually in here as an end user would be, so that she can have them complete a survey.
right? So now we're going to actually look at the survey that you guys just saw the results for. And you can see it's really awesome. It, just takes however it is that you've branded things, and you can literally just go through the survey. And there you go.
So can we switch back over and maybe demo some of the features of the reporting site?
Let's do that. That's awesome. So once again, you click on the three. You can't see me clicking, but you're clicking on the three lines above. And now I'm going back to online mode. And now you can see all the surveys I have going on, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to look at what, the reporting mode? Can we look at the same survey that we
the same thing that we just looked at briefly. I just want to get in here for a minute and pick one of these questions and show how we can, we can highlight a particular answer option, and one of the great features is exporting the chart.
Awesome. So we have, if you guys notice, there are 3 chart options. Right now we're looking at a pie chart. You'll see there's a green bar that has your actual question. My question is, I've got some cool new stuff I want to share with you, but before I do, I need to make sure what you find most appealing. So now we have it as a pie chart. We can take a look at it as a bar chart also.
We can also see the line graph there.
You can see the line graph. There we go.
So click the little arrow, the little chevron with the circle around it, because this is a great way for you to get in and start kind of looking at your data a little bit. So
show me. I'm interested in this data. So what are cool ways to do this?
So a couple of things here. One really cool kind of whiz-bang thing is you can group. So if you click and hold on one of the answer options and drag it on top of another answer option, that will group those 2 things together. So if you have a, this doesn't quite fit this particular question here, but if you have a bipolar question where you have, unsatisfied, let's say you have a 5-point scale and options 1 and 2 are unsatisfied, option 3 is neutral, and options 4 and 5 are satisfied, you can group all of the unsatisfieds together or all of the satisfieds together and look at the data in shorter buckets. A way to kind of segment, in this example, maybe a better example here would be to go and sort of segment some of these so you're not seeing all of those.
For you. Here, right, we've got these, right? So we can pull the high end and the low end together. I'm going to try to group the 4 and the 5. I'm holding it. I need to hold the color bar, people. Oh, you just check it.
Well, that's a highlight. So there, when you put the check mark in, then you can highlight one of the answer options if you want that to be sort of spotlighted on the chart once you click the chevron again and remove. So that's one. Oh, so there you go. So you've grouped those 2 together.
Group those 2. I'm trying to figure out where you press. There it goes. You got to kind of press. I press sort of, not quite in the middle, but it does matter where you press.
Yeah, and you do need to hold it down for a couple of seconds because there's another function where if you just tap it, it will unselect that from the options, and so then it will reallocate your responses without that particular one being considered. So that's another feature as well.
It's showing me my chart in 3 big lumps. So I can see now, which is awesome, I can see that the overwhelming part of this population agrees with whatever statement. I know what's expected of me at work, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go back to the chevron.
Okay.
Now, how do I make it undo this and go back to what it was?
So now you should be able to click and hold again.
I got it to do. Oh, there it goes. It did it. Did it. You have to put your finger on it, and then you have to. There it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I did that. Now let's do this other thing you were talking about. What now?
Yeah. So if you just tap in the middle of the bar for 5 for agree, tap 1 time, and you see that it will kind of gray it out a little bit, and then click the chevron again, and we'll see that we're now not considering in our allocation of responses. We're no longer considering. It's not even considering the people that chose 5.
It's not even consider. Okay, so now I want to go back.
Right.
Oh no. Oh, here's another feature. You can.
That's the export. That's the export, right?
You can share your results. Go back to the chevron. Okay, so now I tap. Now 5 is back.
Now 5 is back. And if you put the check mark in, if you actually touch the color box and pick whichever one, now you'll see at the bottom of the chart, you're highlighting that particular response. So if you are going to export this, if you want to include it in a PowerPoint deck or you want to email it to management and you want to highlight a particular response, that's how you do that. And you can combine these too. So we could segment 1 and 2, so we're only seeing one bucket of those, and you can highlight 5, and then you can export that chart. So you really can get very specific with the particular data point that you want to share.
You're going to look so smart. Pretty cool.
This can function as a lead gen form, so you could create a survey that has the input form, the fields that you want to input, and specific questions that you want to ask right on the floor. And so that's a great use of this, even as to be able to, yes, grab the information, do it in offline mode, because at a trade show, if you buy the Wi-Fi package, it's usually very expensive and sketchy. If you have a lot of people at a trade show or some sort of event, the Wi-Fi often is sketchy at best. So if you take it in an offline survey, you wait till you have good Wi-Fi, you sync your data, which is one thing we did not actually demonstrate, but it's really quick.
Let's do that.
Okay, it's in the. If we switch back over to the offline mode, we'll see once which is one of the important pieces. In order to get the data right back into the reporting dashboard, we do need to sync that data first. So if we switch back over,
and now you're going to the gear.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked on the gear in the lower right-hand corner, guys. And then I'm going to click on the synchronize, which is the little rotating arrow. And
Yep.
there you go. You can see it saying fetching surveys.
Yep. So this will grab it, send it to your QuestionPro account, so it's available online, and will also be available in the reporting app. So you can switch, or the reporting mode. So you switch back over to online mode, and then you'll be able to see whatever survey responses you just gathered.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So that's it. Thanks, Ivana. That was an awesome demonstration. Really appreciate you being able to walk everybody through that. And so on the online mode, you will enter your QuestionPro login credentials, and the offline mode, inside your QuestionPro account under apps, if you go to the QuestionPro app, you'll be able to grab I think it's a 6-digit number for your device key, and you just type that into your mobile device, and you'll be able to start collecting responses offline.
Exactly. This is just a super fantastic tool. I'm going to try to not do the screen share anymore. Success!
Awesome. Well, that was great. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time. Thanks for showing us how it works.
Thank you, James.
Okay, see you next time.
See ya.